A fiery argument is breaking out in Washington over the VA healthcare scandal. Lawmakers are at odds with some of America's largest veterans groups. Nancy Cordes is on Capitol Hill, where a key Senate Republican is accused of going too far. Nancy, good morning.
Good morning, Nora. And those veterans groups are not holding back, accusing that senator of a, quote, monumental cheap shot and disgusting ambush-style politics after he publicly questioned their motives.
It was a coordinated assault from 3 of the nation's top veterans groups. "You clearly represent the worst of politics in this country," wrote the Paralyzed Veterans of America. "Your allegations are ugly and mean-spirited in every sense of the words," wrote the VFW. Their fury stemmed from an open letter to veterans North Carolina Senator Richard Burr released on Friday, the start of Memorial Day weekend. In it, he argued that groups like theirs were more interested in defending the status quo within VA than in protecting the veterans they represent.
What we've got a situation where nobody's looking at the realities.
Burr was angry that at a recent hearing about alleged secret waiting lists and delays at the VA, only one veterans group, the American Legion, called for the resignation of VA Secretary Eric Shinseki. The rest pledged their support.
Secretary Shinseki is dedicated to Americans' veterans more than ever.
PVA fully stands behind Secretary Shinseki.
Burr says he stands by his criticism of those groups despite the heat he's getting now, telling CBS News, "The reaction seems to prove my point. They are far more outraged by my words than they have been thus far by any of the unfolding VA scandal or Secretary Shinseki's mismanagement of the agency."
It became personal because of the timing of the letter.
Sherman Gillums Jr. of the Paralyzed Veterans of America says Burr's letter struck a nerve.
We're used to the politics. What we're not used to is for someone to divine our motivations and reflect to the public in this sort of passive-aggressive way. He's writing the veterans, but he's talking about veterans. We're all veterans at the end of the day.
Senator Burr argues these groups are simply trying to curry favor with the VA's top brass. They say it's naive to think that replacing one secretary will fix the problems at the VA, which they argue, Anthony, has been underfunded for years by Congress.
Nancy, thanks.